So our first mise en place means things in place for cooking. So we're going to start off with the zucchini. I'm going to grate the zucchini. Now zucchini has a lot of water in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them sit for a while. Let the grated mixture sit for a while, and then I'm going to squeeze it out with my hands. I'm going to squeeze the water out. Just push that over there. And we don't need to wash that. It's all going in together. You might like to peel your carrot, although there is a lot of nutrition just under the surface, but there also is a little bit of pesticides just under the surface too, they say. So if I work with organic food, I usually don't peel them. I usually just give it a bit of a scrub. Alright, I'm going to peel and grate the carrot. Be very careful when you use a grater, because if you don't be careful as you get close to the end, you can end up grating bits of yourself, which is very unpleasant because the grater is actually quite blunt. So the cut you make is more like a bruise cut. So I'm getting down to that far, and I'm just going to stop there and put that in the compost. Alright, in the bowl it goes. And we'll get another bowl. And you'll be surprised to see how much water comes out of the zucchini. You can put it in a tea towel too, but it's probably not necessary. Look how much water has come out. You know, about two or three tablespoons. At least 2 tablespoons anyway. I'll do another demonstration of dicing an onion. There's the core there. We go through it, the core like that, and put the core at the back. Then we slice through like this. We want it quite fine for this job because the onions doesn't have much time to cook. Then come through a couple of times this way. Then if you've got a bigger knife, pick that up and do a rock cut where your tip of your knife is on the base, on the board, and do it as fine as you can. Just really little slices through. When you get to the end, lay it down, go through into slices, into strips rather, then line them up and come through the other way. Okay, we're going to chop some parsley. Just cut it off the stem, and we've got some coriander there as well. We're going to do the same thing, just sort of shave it off. The stems are really delicious, and in Asian cooking you never throw away the stems because they're so delicious. And actually the root of the coriander as well, if you wash it, and you can cook it, use it in your cooking if you fine dice it. It's got a lot of flavour in it. Alright, we're going to make this into a scrunch it all up. And then we're going to come through this way. And then come through this way. There's a lot of herbs, it's going to be delicious. This dish also comes with a dipping sauce made out of yogurt and herbs. We have all our ingredients in the bowl now, the carrot, the zucchini, and the mixed herbs, and the chopped onion as well. Now in goes this is quite a big batch. You can do a half batch if you like. We'll mix all that through, and we want, if you do a half batch, you only use half an egg. Keep the other half an egg back to glaze it, which makes it go a lovely colour. Now I've just washed my hands over at the sink after I finished doing the mise en place. I'm going to mix this through with my hands because it'll be really hard to do properly. We've just put some salt and pepper in the mix as well because I forgot to do that. And now it's ready. Now you can either lay it down on the sheets of pastry which have been cut in half this way. You can either do it this way, or you can pipe it on. I think we'll just do it this way because piping it on is a lot of faffing around as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out how much to put on each one. So there's 8 of them, so cut it in quarters. That one's got a little bit less, a little bit more because I've already done one. So that one has to go into 4, and that one has to go into 3. Looks like I've put too much on this one. In the bowl here and a pastry brush, just going to do a little bit of water along one side here, and we're going to pick that up, roll it over, tuck it under first, and roll it over onto there. And now we've rolled them, put them back onto a board, and we're going to work out how many we're going to get out of each one. Yep, I think we're going to get 6 out of each one. Maybe just make them a little bit round again. And we've got a baking sheet here, and then we've got some baking paper. Now it does need a little bit of egg on it to make it go brown, but we're going to put in some sesame seeds to make it look nice, but we're going to do that when they're halfway cooked. Okay, that's half the mix on the tray, and now we've just got to go through and put a couple with a sharp knife, put a couple of slits in, and here they are, our lovely little chicken sausage rolls. How exciting! They're going to go in the oven. I put the oven 2 trays there. We might change those around halfway through, so the top one's on the bottom and the bottom one's on the top. We are going to make a glaze now for the chicken sausage rolls, and we're only going to use the yolk. We're going to use the yolk with a little bit of water. See, I've got the water there. Put that in there like that. It's because it's the yolk part of it that actually browns the pastry. Mix it up like that. I'm only glazing about 6 at a time or 8 at a time because I think the glaze will dry off from the heat and then the seeds won't stick on. Then you're going to have seeds all over the floor. Okay, I'm just going to chop up the herbs for the dipping sauce. We've got chives, we've got mint, and we've got parsley. Luckily I've got a little bit of a kitchen garden out there because if you were to buy those things, it would probably be close to $10 for the 3 different things. So it's not a bad idea to try and get a herb garden going outside somewhere if you've got the space. Might be a nice little project for while we're in lockdown. Parsley is useful, coriander, mint, chives. That'd be my choice. We are going to make the sauce now for the dipping sauce for the chicken sausage rolls. I've chopped the herbs and the garlic. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of lemon zest in it as well, going around and making sure I don't get any of the white stuff on. And then we're going to add the yogurt. And I think some fresh pepper. Okay, we're going to add some lemon juice now. Just put a fork in there and then you won't end up with lemon juice in your eye. I'd say half a lemon is going to be enough. We'll soon find out when we taste it. Good idea to use Greek yogurt for this because Greek yogurt is a little bit thicker. And now we're going to try that. So there we have it, folks. Chicken sausage rolls with a lovely dipping sauce.